Hey there, welcome back. Alright, so all I did between videos is I just closed a message here that told me I conquered a territory. Gonna go ahead and end turn.
I am. That's exactly what I'm doing. Well, I don't care. I wanted something fun, and usually fun for me is off meta.
Ah, so you just saw the Netherlands took one of the trade spots. I don't know if they destroyed the pirates there or what. That's one of the reasons why I like watching where the enemy goes. I also like the nature sounds in this game. They're really good. Alright, let's see what these pirates do. There he goes. See, look.
Yes.
So,
Oh, I thought that was a king.
I know that went by fast for you. Okay, we got a new technology. So what we saw is the Netherlands. It was all zoomed in and stuff. So that's what. But what it was is you saw the Netherlands come in and they took this trade node. And then what we saw later was the pirates moved up and sank them because you could no longer see a white line here. Sorry about that. Whew. Okay. So we got a whole bunch of new stuff coming in. A fleet arrived. We're gonna go to this spot here. And I got room for one more still. So hopefully we'll get there in time. Okay. It's pretty standard. Every 2 turns, we're gonna buy trade ships. I don't know if you noticed, but we used to start at like 2,000 and then 4,000, and now we're around
What's my building?
9,000 this time. So it's just continually growing for us.
No, I'm going fully.
And if you look at the trade, that was 4,000 just a few turns ago. And you can see we're starting to get a lot of trade goods from our nodes, and those are starting to trickle in, and we're getting a lot more value out of our stuff.
No, that's not my volley. I'm gonna go death from afar.
That one is still building, which is what we want. This one, I usually make that into a dockyard as well, so I can build 2 military ships at the same time, just because they take so long to build. And you want that in case your ships get sunk, like what happened to us before. Alright, so we're going to start going to this node. Alright, so we got 4 of them heading out. Come back to here. Have that one go out there. Do basically the longest trip possible. Have that one go there. Alright. This guy's still a problem, but there's nothing I can do about it. We'll just keep recruiting. We do want to get some infrastructure up. Lets them move a little bit better. But I think it's time to start getting our industry going here. So both of those will be a huge boost to my money. It's a big investment, but we'll get it back. Our prosperity is spectacular. This is a relative to other nations. Our prestige rank is majestic. I bet our military rank is low. I don't know where it says that, but maybe in diplomacy. Nope. Alright. France is going to be declaring war on us soon. We need to come back here. There's nothing to do in the south. We're way behind schedule there. But here... I should have saved more money. Well, at least get that going. Get our dude. Oh, that's not our dude. Move our missionary into here so he can start. This guy, I don't know what he's gonna do. He's just a single dude. I don't know. Looks like even this should have garrison. Maybe not. But for now, our army. See, it costs 770 to replenish everybody. What do we got up here? We got one more turn. And then they'll come down to help us. Yeah, that's all we can do. So the Netherlands are getting aggressive. Uh-oh. Not good. Spain arrived. I think they took one of our spots. So my little experiment is backfiring on me. Alright, so we saw Spain arrive here. And they went this way. Now remember, Spain's at war with, oh, look at that. They sank the Netherlands and took their spot. So that doesn't hurt us. And look, our guy finally arrived. And so we're going to get that fourth spot. Woo! That would have been nice to get the fifth one, of course, but Spain sank them and took it for themselves. So, I guess we can't be super greedy. Alright, so this guy finally arrived. So, we can finally deal with these pirates, hopefully. Sorry about that. Alright, we've got some arrivals here, but we also have a problem. That pirate ship is the problem. But this guy will hopefully come down, and we can deal with him. We did lose one, but we killed 5. I guess that's good. Alright, so now we're pretty damaged. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave the area and head home for repairs. Because a damaged unit doesn't do me any good. And if France declares war, it'll be nice to have him home. And yes, these guys are all undefended. That is true. Basically, you can buy yourself some time. You do need to get a navy here to defend these guys. Because, like, the moment France declares war, they're going to send warships here and sink every one of these. Just like you saw France do to the Netherlands. It's just that you buy yourself some time by clearing the area and then using those ships somewhere else right away. All right. The other thing is, it's sometimes hard to keep track of when fleets arrive, so I go through one at a time. And even though I moved all 4 of these, there's 4 of these messages are those ships. I just don't know which ones. So we're just going through. And then that one we already resolved. Here we go. Here's a new one. And this is an important one. So we're going to take this guy and move him down to the bottom. And move him to take the old spot. So we got 3 of the 4 sugars. Oh, we did arrive. And there he is. So I don't necessarily want to sink him yet. I want to make sure I can claim these spots first. Although, I could move my fleet back. Let's think about that. And then there's the last one, which was our fleet. So what do I want to do here? I know we got guys that are all head here. I'm going to wait. See, Saxony got destroyed.
Oh my gosh, that was so much damage to that Lally.
One of my dudes has some... I don't even read these anymore, but these do matter. I mean, I got +1 to prestige, you know, blah, blah, blah. And if you click on objectives, you can see your prestige here. You have prestige for different reasons, like military prestige, naval, enlightenment, and economics. And it's based on country. So right now, Prussia, for example, is winning the game at the moment. And they have a huge amount of enlightenment. And I guess we are a bunch of dotards. So that means they have technology. So one of the things you can take away from that is we should probably do some... They're friendly with us. So let's talk technology and offer them seasoning and take their plug bayonet. And then they also have empiricism. Actually, I would rather have that. So let's click on both of those. So basically we're going to just try to exchange 1 for 1. Oh yeah, we succeeded. Alright, so now we're going to try to trade with them again. They got this plug bayonet, and let's give them animal husbandry.
Guys.
Alright, he said no. I'm going to give him both of mine for his. And we succeeded again. Alright, so this is something we can do. So for example, Sweden doesn't have anything we need. Let's try the Netherlands. Look, they got both of these. Oh, we want both of those. Let's give them both of these. Let's see if that works. Alright, let's try again. See, both of these are huge. We're going to get the military. Let's try those. Alright, let's try again.
Even though you're like up 4 kills.
We'll do both of those and that. So we're going to try to give 3 of them.
Half of her health is with one of your Qs. No.
One more time. I'm going to let them rob me blind. Wow, they're not willing to get rid of those. So that would have been nice to get. Who else are we friendly with? Nobody. Very friendly with Hanover. Maybe they'll give us one of them. Like, let's just get canister shot. See if they'll do that one.
Let's get her.
Alright, they're just not willing to trade with us. And it could be because it's military. But this was huge. See, look, we got this check mark done. We have that one done. And we don't want to research this. Because, look, it's going to take 7 turns. It's, it's way too long. I was telling you that this is a huge priority, which we got the big one, because now we can go from 9 research points per turn to 13, which is like the equivalent of having Isaac Newton there, but now we're going to have Isaac Newton plus the college. Also, I told you these ones are important, and these are the 2 I was trying to trade for, and I just couldn't pull them out. I'm still very happy with what I'm doing, so I think what I'm going to do is, since I got the college, I'm going to try to go get these techs that I was just telling you about. I think I'm going to get carbines first, then we'll do those. Would have been really nice to get the ones from the Dutch. They're being too orange. But what it does mean, though, is because we researched that tech, we can now upgrade to a college. So I will do that here. Now we have another school being built. It's just not finished yet. Next turn we'll be able to upgrade that. We do have our army completely finished. You know what? Let's give them their own general. And we'll march them. See, the problem is this is France, and I don't think we can enter their territory. So, if that's Huron territory, we're at peace. If we mark through the French one, that'll instigate them to declare war. But what we'll do is we'll get them right to the border. Same trick as before, right? Just move them closer. Now, I also like that you get choices. So the one on the left will help with civil unrest more. The one on the right is going to help you recruit troops. So like you can get, for example, the 12-pounder artillery with the one on the right, whereas the one on the left is just a straight up government building. Now, since we have the school here, which is going to cause people to do unrest, we want the one on the left. Because we need to be able to prevent these guys from... We want to keep these numbers green. We could always... one of the reasons why I like building a school here is, see, the tax income's only 200. I can do this, and then, we can keep them super green, and that school can be as rebellious as it wants to be, and create as many woke people as it wants. It's not going to hurt us. Now, the other thing is like, I am producing furs here, so there is a temptation to increase this, but I have no trade port that I'm connected to. I am sort of isolated. I can't use, even though this is my protectorate, I can't use their port, and France is between me and Fort Rupert. So if I ever can get a land connection to Fort Rupert, then the furs that I'm generating here will be useful to me, but right now they're not. Now, with that being said, I still make money. So, for example, I can create a craft workshop here. But see, that's also very poor. The other thing I can do is I can make another school. Because remember, I told you I need 4 schools. And so I can just keep cranking out schools. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build another school there. And we're going to put that there. Alright, so... I was really reckless and lost my army, so let's keep replenishing the army. This guy already moved in. I think we're good. I don't have anything else to move around.
Yes.
Now, I haven't upgraded this yet. What this is this is a... basically, it's a church school. Its primary purpose is to increase happiness of the population. It does spawn religious agents, which I don't really care about as much. But it keeps the people from rebelling. Now, you may think, okay, this isn't so bad, but the school really does strain things. And sometimes I will build 2 schools here. And I have in the past actually dismantled it, the church school, and switched it to another school so I can just, the more schools you have, the more research you're doing. It works. It really does, but you gotta eventually build one of these again, because Now this is a growing town, which means that if I converted this to like a craft type thing, I would actually make some decent money. See, this one's also growing. This one's prosperous, and that one's growing. So yeah, they're good money makers for me. I'm at 600. I don't think there's anything else I can do. So we're gonna go ahead and.
They don't know.
The declaration of war from France is inevitable. This game has surprised me a few ways.
You did not get that cannon. No, you didn't. No, you did not. That is a lie. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I gotta get to these trade nodes. Alright, so Sweden just arrived, and they took the sugar. And I don't know how that happened.
Help! Mason! Mason!
Spain was just there.
Mason! Sacrifice yourself for Pakistan!
So definitely some things happen on the trade nodes here. It's in most games you can get all of them, but obviously we're not going to get them all this time. So here, New Spain now has it. So Spain left, and then New Spain came in and took it. And then over here on the sugar side, Sweden came, and they're sitting there, but they didn't take the trade. So let's see if we can pull this off. Oh my gosh, we stole it right from them. They couldn't make it there, because just like this, look. He can't make it there in one move. So Sweden couldn't make it there in one move. And because these two ships arrived just in time, I was able to move this ship down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this down and double up. And there we go. So we've just secured all of the sugar except for the one Portugal has. And we stole this one right from Sweden. We're going to be careful because he's going to just move to the next trade node and try to take one from there. Alright, so a couple of notes.
I need this.
I actually did some internet research, oh gosh, 8 years ago or whatever, when I was playing this game. So here's the deal. If you have one ship on a trade node, you are going to get the maximum possible profit. Every ship, by the way, has a maintenance cost. So there's an upkeep cost of 40. So you need to make enough in trade to make up for the cost in your upkeep. So 40 versus the amount of money you're getting from trading the goods, no comparison, massive profit. When you have two ships on a node, you actually do generate more trade. It does generate more, but it's not as much more. Like it's not linear. So let's say that this produced 5 sugar. This one also produces 5 sugar, but having a second one there you would think produces 10 sugar, but instead it'll produce 9 or 8 instead. I don't know what the exact percentage of decrease is, but it does, there's diminishing returns. So the upkeep cost is 80 for these two, but having 2 of them there is still worth it because getting 3 more loaves of sugar is still going to get me way more money, profit than what I'm spending. And what I basically calculated is you don't want to go over 5. I tend to stop at 3. Like I get 3 at each node, and then at that point my money is better spent, on other things. And so let's look at our trade, and you can see we're getting some good sugar here, and we are being raided. So there's pirates somewhere raiding our line. So we're getting a lot of goods. Remember we started the game with just this, right? And so now you can see we're starting to trade those goods to our different trade partners. And now we're up to 9,000. Don't be surprised. We're going to get this up to probably 15,000 before it's done. So we're getting good money. So we're at 12 grand here. And this is a spot where, if you want to, you could start to crank down the taxes and make the areas grow. Um, it is an option. And early game, you want to get ahead of others. So how do you do that? Well, you build those farms, right? So you grow. That's one way to get ahead of others. And then the other one is to build schools, because the more schools you have, the more technology you could research at the same time, and that's another way to get ahead of others. So I can't stress that enough. It's very important. So here we go. We just got another round of trade ships that have finished. But at this point, our fleets are arriving everywhere we need to go. This is the one last spot we need to take. And then there's our stuff. And then this is just another flavor. Okay, so what do we want to do? Well, I still think let's keep investing in trade. So we're just going to keep building trade. Like I told you, I like to stop once I get to 3 in every node. We still have some nodes that don't even have any. Now, one thing that
They can just walk out of my thing.
I normally have the pirates defeated by now. And once you defeat the pirates, I would have had a trade node here and a trade node there. So I'd have been producing 2 more ships. I'm not doing that right now. I'm producing less ships than I normally would. So that's a little bit of a bummer. Alright, so this guy takes forever to get to wherever he's going. I'm going to send him there. We're going to send these 2 to here. Yeah, I'm going to start getting brave and I'm going to go this way. We're going to go there. Okay, so this one was blocked. See that pirate ship right there? So now I have it blockaded. So that pirate ship isn't going to block me anymore. So he can't do anything. And we're going to go here. I'm going to go there. There again. And this last one, we'll send to there. Okay, so all of those are off and going, and it's looking good. Looking really good. Here, this is a huge one to get the Great Parliament in place. Increases the bat tax bonus to 15%.
We don't win that.
Why is this one huge? Well, because look, our taxes is 2,800 here. This is a big one, and also it keeps the people happy too. So when you get a chance, it's very expensive, but get that going. And look, it takes 7 turns to finish. And then here you can build a royal observatory, which increases your tech rate. Or you can do the Opera House, which has a better improvement to happiness. So that's also another tough choice. But obviously I can't afford the one, so I'm going to go ahead and do some of those things. And, yep, we're low on money. Gonna come back. What do I got? I have an army of 6.
I did kill the Vel'Koz.
I don't know if that's enough.
Almost got that.
But this is a good army. Don't get me wrong.
Well, yeah, but I died.
Yeah, I'll get a general. We're just missing the cannon, which is unfortunate. But it's okay. Got this farm. Gonna get that going. Alright, so here you got a situation where the Iroquois are actually sieging Maine. I don't know if they'll pull that off or not.
Just push bottom.
But I'm going to grab our army and let's start marching to the next. Now, one thing you'll notice is that this all of a sudden went from green to red. Having armies in a garrison will increase the, basically you're suppressing the people, and so here the people are upset. My tax is only 97, so I'm going to give them free taxes. And so now I got a 0-0, so I no longer have upset people, and Mohawk is developing, which is good. And that's the idea of, the possibility of decreasing taxes elsewhere, is I can get some fast growth out of my regions. So what I think I'm going to do is, I am going to do it, but I'm just going to do it locally. So let's have Scotland start growing Dundee and Dublin start growing. Now, I just decreased my income by, this was 1,000, and this one is another 1,000. So I'm going to make 2,000 less next turn, but I think I'm going to be okay. And then I screwed up here. I should have gotten this going, but that's okay. There's nothing I can do about it now. I'm going to go ahead and end turn. So France is at war with the Netherlands, which might explain why I'm getting lucky and they're not at war with me.
Yeah, they can just dodge my need. I can't do anything about it. It's just sad.
I think I forgot to set my, I think I built my new school, and I got to get it going.
Big damage. Look, if I could hit that Alawi, or just hit someone with my knee, I could die and kill them.
Alright. So, a couple of things. See, I got my new school going. So Fort Rupert, I'm going to make him my naval school. Look at that, 12. These are very long. It takes a long time. That's why I was saying you want a school that just works on naval stuff. The next thing I want to do is I want to try trading with these guys again. Let's see if I can. They're still not willing to trade. I wish there was a way you could just say, hey, tell me what you want. I gave them everything I had, and they finally let me have it. But that was huge for me, because now I just researched two things, and I saved how many turns? And Netherlands is an ally, so I gave them a bunch of stuff. Fine, they're going to save turns too.
No damage.
But now I have massive upgrades to everything. And I can get the ring bayonet, or I can come back and do this stuff, or continue these. This one in particular with the 10% bonus to tech research. Right now they only produce 13 points, so it's just an extra 1 point. But every little bit matters, right? Especially early in the game. And then this is going to let me get extra trade revenue. So I really want a school that's dedicated to just doing this. This Cambridge school, military research is not its forte. Although I can tell you that the ring bayonet is a big improvement for your melee combat. The plug bayonet was already a big improvement.
Guys, you gotta go.
And then, of course, the square formation will help you when you're battling against cavalry. They're very big improvements that help you. Do I need them right away? No. So I'm going to go back.
Guys,
I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
I'm going to go.
Pantheon.
That's not. I just hit OK. Going to go to this guy. There we go. We're gonna research that. All right. So there we go. Construction report done. One of the things I know I want to spend my money on is get this up to a college. I also want to spend my money on. We got to get this recruitment going. So we currently have a big 56. We want to get an admiral to go with it. So let's get that going. Like I said, I lost a turn. I could have been one turn away from that being done.
I'm up at 8 seconds.
Turns matter in this game. The French are going to declare war. I know I keep saying it, and we're how many turns in and they haven't done it yet, but they will. So we finally got to the area I was talking about. So we're going to claim the ones that are open. And this is huge.
Dude, this Ash. I,
So right there I'm at 10,000. And look at this. I got another whole row of ivory coming in. This price will start dropping. And look, that price is increasing. So this will eventually become the king. It always is. The tea is usually worth good money too. But yeah, and you can see our furs actually aren't doing very well at the moment. So we're going to bring this guy in. And then now it's time. Let's. Oh, it's an even battle. There we go. We got him. Alright. So we did get damaged pretty badly, so I'm going to also head back to get repairs. And then take the final spot. And boom. We just got all the... Alright, so let's assess. We got all four. The four that we could get, we got them. We got all five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got all five. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we need one more guy to show up. And then here,
let's go.
we got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 5. So we could theoretically lose this one just because we don't have anybody here. So we need a ship to show up. So I'm just going to go through, make sure we didn't miss any ships. There it is. I missed that guy. So yeah, he's pretty damaged. And it's a long trip back, but we'll get him back and get him repaired. We still got 5,000. Let's get this going. And again, we made them exempt from taxes, so even though... So we're actually getting less money than usual. And like I said, we're going to get these two growing. Once there's no more villages to grow, then of course you ease up on the... You put the taxes back on. Here, if I'm willing to lose 3,000 in income, I could do it again. But Liverpool's coming soon enough. But like I said, there's 4 of them here, so... but we'll let it naturally take its course. Scotland has some really great opportunities to recruit troops there instead of using London for it. But for now, I only upgrade Scotland when I have spare money, which isn't always the case.
What do you want?
Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and increase that. We're going to do the same thing here. Raise it down. I don't want to touch that yet. Raise that down. Like I said, the furs don't do me any good at the moment. I'm not able to trade them anywhere. So Iroquois only has one more province left, and then they will be defeated. Nope. Look, they took this one up here. That's annoying. So can I walk? Look, I can't walk. So one of the things you can do is, even though France is now hostile, I can try to ask them for military access for 5 turns. And I can even offer to pay them, a one-time payment of $1,000. Let's see what they'll do. Yeah, so he didn't agree, which makes sense. I don't think we can ask the Huron, but let's try. They're hostile to me as well, so we're going to ask them for military access.
Of course I am.
And of course, they're not happy with me either. But here's the thing with the Huron. This is their... Well, they have that spot way up there. So you have to march your army through all these woods to
I'm trying
take
to
them
find
down.
the best thresh build that
Like I could declare war on them.
survivability
Um,
but also damage.
so what I wanted to do was move these armies in to deal with this menace up here. Because here's what's going to happen. If I leave this area to go take care of this,
Okay, I'll take
then some armies are going to come out of here. Or I can go this way to take care of that, and then this, who knows what's going to happen.
I want to see it happen.
It's an annoying division of things.
Where is this? You get shut your mouth.
I'm not going to keep blockading him, because I want to go get the army
I'm not
so we can take over the area. Oh, there's another one.
what song?
And then, just like, this is one of those deals where that's the way it normally works, is you're just creaming them. Anyways, there we go. We got ourselves a ship. It's actually a trade ship, a galleon. So these are,
Alright, I'm taking
they have a lot of
Okay,
a lot of guns on them.
Let's go.
So a galleon has an upkeep cost of 243. So using them as a trade ship versus the ones that have an upkeep cost of 40. So you can see that they don't get you any extra trade. They just protect themselves better because they have 29 guns. So obviously if pirates or whoever is trying to take a trade node from you, these guys are going to be able to defend themselves a lot better than the Indiaman ships, the light ships that we were using. So that's the only thing really to say about it, is there's a trade-off. Usually when I get one of these galleons, especially when I don't have a big navy, I just keep it and use it as a warship, at least for now.
I hit a hook. That's what you guys wanted.
I don't know why this is disappearing. It's like a little graphical glitch I've never seen before. But yeah. Okay, so what else do we need to do? We actually have an extra 2,900. So this is where I was talking about. That's when I do stuff like this. Because it does take multiple turns for it to finish. France is doing a good job of taking out the Navy. Or the pirates, I mean.
Why am I the APC? I'm not gonna get like any CS.
I don't have it. I accidentally hit it.
Oh, the 13 colonies took their thing back, which is perfect. Okay, so now they want to do a peace treaty with us. And you can see their power is feeble and destitute, and I'm mighty and spectacular. I'm tempted to say yes. I don't necessarily need to take all their land. However, they'll just declare war again 10 turns later. They're not, no matter how much, the colleges in California tell you, they're not a very peaceful people. The other thing I have is like for example, their enemies here, they're still at war with the 13 colonies who we're trying to protect. And the moment we declare peace with them, they can still conquer 13 colony territories and we can't help them conquer it back.
I'm gonna get no
So,
CS, and I don't know
I'm
if
going to
it's
say no,
taken-
just for that reason.
Dude, why? No.
The Cherokees will be next to declare war on us.
It's good when I'm the
As far as Indians go.
but it's not good when I'm an APC.
And here, like you can see,
I do all the peel and lane. I don't understand what you're on.
all right. So we had an
I
election.
can't tank, but I can.
So some of our guys flipped. Oh no, the current cabinet stayed. So that's good. Otherwise, these guys with the stars, look at this. Holy cow.
Yes, I can do
He's improved so much.
Yes, I can. Early, I can.
Yeah, we got a great cabinet right now.
Well, no one wants to shoot
I'm really
me
glad they
dead.
stayed. Okay, so anytime you have to run away from a battle,
Because I'll peel for him.
which is what happened here, I always forget to move them. So I go here and I do this right away. We're going to move him there. And, yep, our trade guys are ready. Fleet arrived, and this is exactly the one we were hoping for. And boom. We got everything that I told you we could get. So this one, this was taken by the Netherlands. I never expected to get this one, even though it changed hands. We got the 4 we could. We got all 5 of those.
Get out.
We got all 5 of those. And we got 4 of the 5 there. That's, to me, that's not obviously the best you can do. The best you can do is get those extra 2. But to get all but these 2 is, it's really optimal. So without having to declare war on them, those 2 spots are always taken. So unless you play the game as the Netherlands can do one better. This is the best you possibly could do. I shouldn't use the word possibly. Possibly could do while remaining at peace with these, because I'm allied with both of these nations. This is an excellent outcome. And just to show how excellent it is, I am getting 10,900, and that's what the you could see here that they're blockaded, so I'm not even getting money from them. And then I got pirates, taking stuff away from others. Now, I did say let's get rid of the cargo,
Wait, what? How?
but what's interesting is it actually just, the cargo is in addition to all this other stuff. So that's even better. And here you can see, like, I'm actually getting a bonus of 37 for how long I've been trading with them. And this one's a bonus of 51, 33, 17,
Okay, he should be getting so much more
24,
CS. I guess he just sucks.
51 with Sweden. And then, of course, this one got blockaded.
He's Shyvana.
So, there we go. We got another one here. So I'm going to go ahead and... This is Persia trying to take a spot. And here's another dude that needs to repair. So we're going to send them up. At this point, I'm usually at war with France. I actually don't know what happened.
I have nothing.
Right, so we built a 3rd school. And so with that 3rd school, I would like to either continue this along.
Vagar's coming down.
See, now this, Cambridge is best suited for doing these. So if anything, I want Oneida to start doing what Cambridge is doing.
Okay, how am I?
So
how
what
am
I'm
I
going to
CS?
do instead...
I have 3.9 CS per minute right now.
Yeah, I'm just going to have them both doing this, and then as soon as Cambridge is done, they'll switch out. And, of course, we need to... Since we built another school... Need to upgrade it to a college. And get that one. Get both of those improved. And let's get our army to repair for 800. It pays to stick around for a little bit because the happiness increases with stability. And when you first take over, they're of course the most angry. You could also recruit some troops to, garrison. That's always helpful. What I want to do is just go take this and then turn around and come back. The problem with having this territory
Oh my god.
is just that when the Huron finally declare war on me, they'll just march down and take it. And actually, when France declares war on me, this is Louisiana, the territory. That's sort of like our version of the 13 colonies for France. I'll probably be at war with them too. So, in some ways, I want an army here so I can march down and take the Louisiana Purchase for free. But, for now, we're just going to get everybody healed up. And like I said, this is all just a bunch of junk armies. but it works. It's working just fine. And Mr. Churchill is still alive, which is also pretty impressive. I have this army here, so if Huron ever did declare war, I guess I could just march straight in. I also have it here in case France declares war, but for now, it is what it is. I am at 7,000 money. I do have to decide when I'm going to stop building these Indiamen, and I think it's not going to be yet. We're going to keep sending them. We're making good trade money right now.
I'm back. Yeah. He's like 15 minutes away from us. Yeah, you know, like that bowling alley that's near our place.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
I have money left over, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the next ship going while I have the money. And all right, let's start figuring out our navy. I'm going to send 1, 2,
Leak, stop.
3, 4.
This is bad.
We're going to send all 4 guys there.
Okay, I didn't miss much.
This guy at the top.
I can't see the dragon.
I'll send him after the sugar.
God damn it. Dude!
All right, these ones.
Dude, what is happening? Is it like storming out?
We are a fleet, not an army.
It says that when you try to click on land. It's funny.
My
Okay,
my
So,
phone doesn't have Wi-Fi.
768. We'll get the army. So they're repairing, which takes another round.
My
And since I have the money, oh, there we go.
Lego, my phone
Cannons.
doesn't have Wi-Fi.
Ah, I'm out of money.
It was Minnesota. Yeah.
So what I want to do then, if
My
I'm out of
phone-
money,
the
I don't need to build this guy this turn. So I got my money back.
you know.
I want to build that cannon. And yeah, I can build both of those in one turn. That's excellent. And then this is a mobile cannon, so it moves around. It's a lot better. Way, way better.
Alright,
Alright, so we're finally going to make a dent in these dang pirates over here. This guy is going to come and harass me. I'm not going to get to stay where I am. Got my navy repairing. It's looking good.
I'm walking. I'm coming.
Alright, I think we're good. So...
I almost did.
Alright, so the United Provinces is no longer blockaded. So we should check how our trade changed. Prussia is fun.
Okay, I'm coming back down.
They are so... Their armies are, I think, top in the world.
I've arrived.
13 colonies are thriving.
Don't steal our wave. We're already behind on CA. Got 2 minutes actually. So you missed the other one?
Alright, so we got another
Maybe I should have.
scientist.
Maybe I should have taken
And
that
he
cue, but I was
appeared in the Iroquois territory. I think... Nope. Nope. Where is he? Andrew Plummer. Oh, he's there. Right, so he's in our school. So, see, he's a scholar for Enlightenment Technologies, and that's exactly what they're doing. Is these are all the Enlightenment Technologies? These
my
here.
phone was down too.
So that's good. We got him in the right spot. All right. So there's our two cannons.
I need to hit my hook up.
Our admiral ship is complete, and we got some arrivals.
Ready for action.
So this Venice, by the way, is trying to take one of these trade nodes. So we beat them to the punch. Like you can see, like we beat them just barely.
Yes, my
I
lord.
mean, one or two turns before.
Just can't do anything.
Ready for action.
So I'm just doubling up. And then if you look at the trade here, see we're getting 2 full rows of ivory. And look at the price of ivory. That used to be in the 30s. It's dropping and dropping and dropping. So the more I'm collecting, the worse it's getting. And so we're saturating the market. And but even so, we're still getting 13 grand in trade money, which is very, very good. And here you can see the United Provinces, they're back. So they were getting us 700. So sugar isn't super profitable, but the spices are where it's at, and you can see we're holding at 21
I'm the APC.
there, and then this will drop. This might even go down to 14 before it's done. The furs are dropping, and the coffee's not too hot either. These two tend to be stable, and the cotton as well.
Well, Big Bane is priority.
All right, so we got more arrivals.
Because okay,
Let's see, we're doubled up there.
I just died.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double up here,
Orders.
and we'll take that one.
Received and understood.
Pew 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 pew.
Ship
All right,
shape
we got another one here.
Captain.
So we'll double up there. And you will see it, like, this will get bigger. So right now it says we got 1,940 spices. So you will see the number change.
I don't know if we should be here anymore.
Ready for action.
Alright, so we got another one here.
Mine.
Aye, aye.
Oh, there's Spain still sitting there. So if Spain ever declares war on me, I'm in trouble. And so now it went to 2280. So it does go up, like you see. So even doubling up does benefit you, just not quite as much. But you can also see, look, the market price dropped. So it's changing as we are collecting more and more. And then Liverpool finally happened, and I'm going to build a shipyard.
They're just gonna. Yes.
And Bavaria is now gone. We know for sure we got to do this. We now have ourselves at least a respectable small navy.
Sail on water, my lord.
I could, for example, yeah, I will. I'm going to ship this guy.
I need the cannon.
We're going to head back out to there.
Run.
So what I have
Watch this.
Ready.
is I have this guy.
Any orders?
I might keep him closer to home because look at how many stars he has. So he can help take on these bigger navies that are possibly
No,
going
they
to be
buffed it.
troublesome for me.
Orders.
Yeah,
They
that one's
nerfed
not gonna make it
buffed
home.
They added increased ability dice.
What are we doing here? That's right. Our
And more
army.
ability power.
Gonna march him over.
Onward.
Load him up. And let's
I'm not there.
finally let's move on with our plan. And then up here in the frozen tundra, we're still healing. I'm going to go ahead and
No!
improve that farm. I have these that I can improve. Just don't need to yet.
I didn't have all.
Sure. We'll go ahead and improve that one. Let's get this going.
Because thought it
I
would
prefer
kill
the Royal
It
Observatory.
doesn't die, I guess.
See, it
Because he's
gives
just-
+2 happiness to each, and then a 2% technology rate, and +8 to town wealth. Whereas this one
For health.
is 3 to town wealth, but extra
Doesn't help
happiness.
with
So
cost.
I'm going to go with the Royal Observatory. I may live to regret it later. This can be upgraded again. I will go ahead and do so. That keeps the people happy. And you'll be able to see, like, there's not a lot of unhappiness going on. And right there, the religious happiness is taking up a spot. How's the growth going? Yeah, it's not super huge.
Look, we have a crop.
Right, I think I covered everything.
Any orders? Any orders? Destination ahoy! Any orders?
Yeah, they're still at war. So I still have to say no.
Get him. Go get him.
Oh, they did a combo.
Sail for home!
And he's sailing the wrong direction.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, so I can't remember what I was having them do. I think they were going there.
Still shipshape.
And this guy's gonna make it. I'm gonna have him go for sugar.
No.
Any orders?
Alright. So we gotta drop off the troops. So we're gonna drop them off.
Action stations make ready for battle! Prepare the troops for battle!
And just like that,
Attack!
we just took one. Army needs a repair. That's another 1800. So what happened was is my navy went in their port, which then damaged the port. But we're gonna go out and let's see if we can finish these guys off. Right, we did lose one. Or one of ours. Oh, we got defeated.
Yeah, zillion.
Oh no.
Withdraw! Withdraw! Destination ahoy!
And we can't repair because we damaged the dang port. Alright. Alright, so we did finish some research. So Cambridge needs to go back to what Cambridge does best, and that's industrial. That one will cost 5. Let's do those. Alright, so what this is going to do is this is going to make our factories generate more money. So it's going to cost less, 10% less, 10% less to make mines, and it's going to let us upgrade our mines. And then, you know, they all have good bonuses. We got some traits. I can't believe our Navy lost again to those dang pirates. Not only did we lose, but we lost our 6th rate ship. Jesus.
Aye, aye, sir. Aye, sir.
So here you can see some of our guys are getting different traits and how much I actually care.
Yeah.
And again, our trade, we're up to around 14,000. You can see we're getting all kinds of awesome goods that are being divided amongst the people we trade with. And here, like I was telling you, the Italian states, they just don't take as much
Yeah.
as some of the other ones. All right. I'm frustrated that our Navy keeps getting defeated. Even when this dockyard finishes, I can't upgrade it until this research here finishes. Fort Rupert is not yet a college, but it's working on it. And once it becomes one, this number will get a little bit easier to swallow. I'm going to go ahead and go up that way. Alright, so I got to decide, am I going to keep making more trade ships? Because I got 4 more here.
We're talking about Battle Brothers.
I'm going to send one
Big-
there.
His name's Battle Brothers. No.
I
no,
could-
don't do it.
I could go after this here, but we're already saturating
Go, go.
the ivory market.
Reef sail.
So I'm going to just send 4 more to there. I'm actually not going to build any more trade ships. I'm going to let it go. If you look at the trade here, I am getting 20 and 19. Actually, 19 is still a healthy number. It's only 1 less. I probably should build more, huh?
I might like this so
Sure, let's do 1 more round. 1,
No, like I'm
2,
actually burning.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so as far as down here goes, we got everything repairing, all that jazz. Up here, I'm going to go ahead and improve that. Our army's ready to go. We're going to go and see if we can just finish this guy off.
Raise the flag.
That does make them angry. They're still a little angry. We could recruit 1 guy to try to garrison it. Some of the reason they're angry is because this.
Run.
Your man.
So we're going to move this guy over,
By your leave.
get them to change their religion. And then I do need a military recruitment. Although this is the worst spot because that's a school. So I'm going to keep it there. Hopefully I can make this one the military recruitment. And I still have money. Gotta do something with it. So let's get Scotland improving.
Die.
Alright, I know those are both improving. Yeah, I was thinking of shutting the taxes, turning the taxes back on.
Don't worry, guys. I got the wave.
Yeah, and then the villages aren't growing anymore. I don't know what to do.
Wait, what? There's a monkey?
Yeah, we'll leave it off for now. We'll turn the taxes back on later. Okay. I have a working navy, although this
That's so cool.
is not the highest type of ship. Yeah, I'm leaving this guy here.
I'm.
So we're going to have him come over here.
Jump to it and look lively.
No, we have to. But it's Infernal Soul.
Yep, we got a fourth rate coming. Alright. I think that's it.
No. I'm gonna kill it.
You know the 13 colonies is doing well when they're sending out trade ships.
Yeah. So I took the poppy's life.
And the Crimean Khanate is sending out trade ships.
This is a 5-second cooldown.
Alright. Construction report. Our college is finished.
Oh wait, it's a tower, not a hero.
There was a strike. Now, when they do a strike, they damage buildings sometimes. And the building they probably damaged is this one, but it's already being upgraded, so there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, I thought you were.
And the college did complete, so that was an 8. So this should have said 7 right now, but now it says 5. So by upgrading that to a college, that helped reduce our cost to research this. These Navy ones are brutal. Like I was saying, it's ideally you want 4 of these, because we need 1 more to be doing military research. Or we can trade like crazy, like we did, and maybe we could still trade. Who knows? Sweden was always friendly.
That's a piranha.
They don't got anything. Let's try
That's actually.
them again.
I will. I volunteer.
I wonder why I don't have the tabs here. Let's try
Well, actually, us killing this.
Prussia.
We can kill this dude too. The rest of them are pretty easy.
Oh, look, Prussia has a naval tech. Isn't that crazy?
No. I hooked him.
Alright, let's try this. And this. And give them all 3 of those. See what they say.
I tell you, I hook him.
No.
I hook him.
I don't know. I guess we'll let it go.
I tell you, I
Ready
hook
for
him.
action. Aye, aye, sir.
See, we dropped a little bit, but see, we're being raided. Now, one thing I wanted to explain.
I should probably.
So, this guy is acting as a pirate, but he's a nation. So, what he's doing is he's raiding, it's the Mughal Empire from India, and he's raiding the Maranatha group, who he's at war with. And you can tell because, like, if you look at this list here, you can see the Mughal Empire is on here, and so is the Maratha Confederacy.
My Lego.
And you can see the Maratha Confederacy got 2,377 worth of trade goods going through here. Now, I have 6681. So here's the part it's a little wonky, but it makes sense. So the Mughal Empire is not raiding me. They're raiding the Maratha Confederacy. However, because I'm trading with the Maratha Confederacy, it's my money. I'm losing some of the money out of the deal. Because since the Maratha's not getting their goods, I'm not getting my money for the goods. So it's almost like what they're doing is they're sinking my trade ships because I'm trading with their enemy. It's that kind of a thematic equivalent. So this raiding that they're doing is negatively hurting me, even though I'm not at war with them. So that's part of the reason why you're seeing this happening, and it should be right here, Maratha Confederacy. Um, So the Ottomans and Austria. So who else are the Mughals at war with? Oh, they're at war with the Ottomans. So there you go. So somehow or another it's impacted that way. Are the Ottomans even here? No, they're not. Well, what it could mean is this guy's not affecting me at all. So I just went through all this thing to say he was, but he's not, apparently. The one thing that is affecting me is probably, yeah, this jerk here. Because right there you can see Austria. So he's raiding my trade route with Austria. I don't know how the Ottomans are being impacted. You know what the Ottomans... that means somebody's on the trail with the Ottomans. Between the Ottomans and me. And I don't know who that would be. Alright, let's go back. Yep. Double up on some sugar. So we already got a double up. Looks like we're going to be tripling up here.
Officer on deck. Where to, Captain? Aye,
Did
sir.
you not have ult? You just didn't want to ult me? Oh, well, I couldn't really move.
One more here. Alright, so we got triples up everywhere. Which is fine. So you go to the trade. We're up to 3184, 199 pounds. See, look, we drove the price down. So that's the thing. You keep sending more and more trade ships there. You are collecting more and more goods, but you're driving down the world price. And remember, your upkeep is 40 each. So to have triple guys here, that's 120 upkeep. And so I got to at least make 120 in profit. If the price of these things keep going down, that could negatively impact me. There is a point where you're no longer making a profit. So that's something to very much bear in mind. In fact, the ivory market is bearing the extra load a lot better. So this last round of trade ships are going to have to go to the ivory market, and I'm going to have to leave this market be.
Oh, wait, we're on sold then.
Alright, so come in here. I always want to make sure that that's still rocking. We got...
Why? It's just a little longer.
I don't know how that agent got there.
Your parents getting angry.
Oh, I never dropped him off, did I? Haha. So when I went to the New World and I dropped off the army, I was supposed to drop off my spy,
Dude, we all
too.
know you're not going to go to bed.
I never did that. Ha. Well, okay.
Are you widowy?
That agent went on a nice world tour. We get Ireland to build up a little bit. This has a nice 10,000 building that's coming up. These forts are really good. It's been my experience that when you build them, the AI no longer attacks you. So as much as they're awesome, you don't end up getting to use them very much. So the little bit of diminishing returns on the excitement level there. Alright, so this one is conquered.
You did not sound Minnesota.
This is now repaired. Let's repair my navy.
No cat.
And see, he's harassing me up there.
Jaw.
What a jerk. And then up here,
Your orders, Your Majesty.
we're on the verge of...
Did so much damage.
Siege them. Huzzah! Huzzah!
So we're gonna burn it all down. Now look at this. There's 2 growth spurts there. So this is actually a really nice territory to have.
Aaron's got. Can't do
A
this
lot of
no
growth later in the game. And get them repairing. It's nice to have at least basic roads because it improves your movement speed. Get that one going up there. I don't know why they got a big navy sitting in the middle of this St. Lawrence, but they do. And I can't believe France hasn't declared war on me yet. I don't know if it's because, like, they always declare war right after I take out the pirates. Maybe it's because I never took out the pirates. Who knows? But I've also never had the pirates kick my butt this much either. So it's sort of a fun... So Iroquois are gone.
more. I got one more game.
I don't have anything to spend my money on, it looks like. So what I like to do here then is I stock up, right? So I want to build some more ships. And I don't know why this one's only one turn later than that one, but yeah. You know what? I'm betting because I can build 2 ships at a time. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize that. Look at that. That's only one more turn. Alright. So we got some ships coming. Now this, of course, you would think, okay, let's start building some ships here. But the best one I can do is a 6-rate. Which is not the worst ship in the world, but it's only a 32 gun. It's basically a small frigate. What I need to do is get that technology and pay the 2,500, which of course I am 5 turns away from being able to do. Now, if I could get Prussia to trade that with me, they actually have it. I honestly don't know why they have it. Yeah, let's just try to trade for one of them. So they want all 3 of them and 850. Sure. There we go. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, cancel one of these ships. And see, now I can upgrade this. And then I can get the 4th rate, which is the better ship. So now I could be building 2 of those suckers at a time in parallel. There it is. Old Faithful finally erupted. So we are even. Terrifying power, spectacular wealth. Spain, Huron, and the Italian states is on their side. I am going to call my allies to help. Austria, 13 colonies, United Provinces joined me. Hanover and Portugal refused, which is probably okay. And so, we just gotta pray that they don't do much to us. I don't know how many of their allies are joined. Like, maybe Huron didn't join the war. That's the best thing we can hope for here. 13 colonies definitely helping us. The Crimean Khanate is actually out on the Atlantic Ocean. Boy, you don't remember that in the history books.
Sail for home. Sail for the horizon.
Alright, we got another gentleman. He's already there. Admiral of the Bathtub. So he's good at military. Alright, a lot of stuff we need to check here. First thing, who are we at war with? We're with France, Barbary States, and pirates. So none of France's allies joined them. Because they're allies with Spain, Huron, and Italian states, and none of them joined the battle. So it's just us and France. That part's good. We have some things to worry about. For example, we don't want them to ever blockade our ports. We also can blockade their port. So, for example, I'm going to send this 6th rate.
Action, you scurvy
And so, what we just did by taking this port, Le Havre, we just cut off all their trade. So, whatever money they're making, it's only going to be their homeland territory, which is going to be enough for them. They're pretty good in that kind of way. And then we have these trade ships, which I'm going to send to the Tippy Corner, because we don't want the ships to be attacked by France. So we're going to send them up and around. At least try to. And right there he is. There's France sitting in the middle. So we're going to try to go around. Now, I do have this navy here.
easy prize money. We are victorious.
So it's a trade ship of theirs that we could capture. Or I could just take 542 in prize money. I'll take the ship.
Orders, Captain.
And I'm actually going to send them. Now,
Orders,
this looks a lot tougher than
aye, sir.
these two. So, really, these two guys should be the ones raiding their port.
Aye, aye, Captain.
So I'm going to go ahead and move that back. These two.
All hands on deck. All hands on deck.
See, I'm raiding a trade route. Lots of upgrades after those battles. Yeah, here you can see we actually got our new ship.
Aye, aye,
This guy arrived.
Hi, fine.
aye, aye.
Yeah, get saddened, huh? Yeah, that's what you deserve.
Got a college. Alright, so we just completed some research. Alright, so Fort Rupert finished this. This is, well, actually, we
That guy
traded for it, so technically Fort Rupert. So what we could do is we could keep researching upgrades here or that. I don't know which one's better. We're going to have Rupert be the military one, so we'll have it keep going there. Don't want to do the Navy one yet.
So
I need one more school. That's really the takeaway.
what do you
And then this naval board
saying, Emma?
is going to let us research all that other stuff.
Insinuating something?
So we'll go ahead and get that started. We can now improve our mines. Oh yeah, Cambridge. See, that's a 5 research one. That one's only 2. So let's just get as many of the cheap stuff out as we can. All right. Now, we finished Physiocracy. So what this means is we can now build large plantations. And so this sugar plantation that made 30 loaves of sugar now makes 50. It costs 2,500. So I'm going to go ahead and start upgrading my plantations here. So we're going to have a lot of sugar pretty soon.
Orders. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Ship's orders.
Fizz. Galio. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Yes. No, you're gonna go.
Destination ahoy.
No.
So basically, I have a lot of reasons to spend my money right now. Now, the other thing is this sugar plantation is not trading right now. And the reason why is because this is actually a shipyard, not a trade yard. So I actually have to destroy this dock. But I don't want to do it yet until I get my army loaded.
Men, forward.
Wait, should I take double time?
Forward.
And then we have to deal with the unrest.
No.
There we go. Alright. Then let's get my navy out of here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go down and
Battle stations. Battle stations. Sound the call to battle. Get ready for battle.
now we just took another one. And so you have to burn down the shipyard because the pirates have shipyards, so they're not actually trading these goods. And then I don't know, do I want to keep producing sugar? So what you could do is you could look at the sugar thing and you can see the alternative is coffee, which you would think that coffee would be the better option, but sugar is currently at 13, coffee is at 10. Clearly we're pulling in a lot of sugar at the moment, but it's still worth more, so there's no point in switching to coffee. And we just destroyed the pirates. So they are no more. And France declared war on us. So the other thing we got to check. See, we're at war with Upper Louisiana. So that's where this gets a little precarious. So what I want to do is I want to switch my armies. This army here, I'm going to send this way. And for this, we just got to get some basics going. We're still healing up. So we're going to have to take Upper Canada and Quebec. It's not always easy. And then they also have Acadia and then Newfoundland, which will require a navy to help out. This Inuit nations, they will declare war on you. It's just like, dudes, we're trying to live in peace with you, and you still just can't let it go. Alright,
Wait, I'm against a Vex?
I'm nervous.
Sucks.
So, like, for example,
Win rate.
this is producing ships. If they move a ship in and park it inside of my port, they completely cancel and I lose all my money.
Guys, I'm dying. Guys.
Now, the way you defeat that is you recruit a unit, and then you just move the unit and have him garrison the port, and then they can't actually go into the port. But I don't have to worry too much. Their biggest navy is here, he'll go after me or one of these, and he's not close enough. So there, he kicked me out of his port, doing the same trick. So this is my guy. I don't like the odds, so I'm going to retreat.
Don't remain.
Force.
Come back.
Withdraw. Withdraw.
Fire and I just died. I don't know why it's doing that. Come on, load in fast. But I'm gonna teleport him away.
Oh, Prussia and Sweden are at war.
Alright, I made it. He's gonna be a whole level up on me now.
Alright, so we got another scientist. This one's in England. Didn't mean to click on that. Industrial tech, so he's a perfect fit
Yes, Your Majesty.
with Isaac Newton.
Of learning and culture.
And so he's going to make... So we got 2 guys here and 2 guys there. Trade route routed. I don't know what I can do about that. Look at Isaac Newton. Holy cow, look at all those stars. +4 research.
Dude, level 2 game. Level
Research
2
per
game. Level 2.
turn, Enlightenment Technologies 2. -2 for Industrial Tech. Oh my gosh.
So annoying.
I think we need to flip these around then. So we're going to have to switch him. So we'll do Enlightenment, since he gets +2. It's not the same as... And we'll have him finish that out. I don't know if that worked out in my favor or not, because the new guy had military or industry bonus. Alright, fleet arrives.
Aye, sir. Yes, my lord.
Alright, so we got our navy here,
Boys, leave
and
it
right
there.
now I'm just going to have them...
Officer, on deck. Aye, aye, sir. Where to, Captain? Aye, sir. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye, sir. Yes, my lord. Aye, sir. Officer, on deck.
Just going to have him protect one of them. And yeah, so that's how we're doing for trade. Sweden is blockaded. Prussia is blockaded. So we dropped to 9 grand.
Yes,
I do want to do some switcheroos here. For example, this guy.
aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye, sir.
I'm going to have him join them. And this guy is going to be the one that does the blockade.
Deck. All hands on deck.
Because he's only got a little sloop with him. Whereas this guy's got a much better navy with him. And then the question becomes,
Yes, your majesty. Ship's orders, Captain. Where to, Captain? Aye, sir.
see, I don't have enough movement to reach him. So I might as well just stay here. I guess we'll blockade his other port.
With quarters. Enemy sail.
Right, so have to build trading ports with both of these.
Richard, do you want me to come up?
Immediately. Forwards. Round and country.
Alright, so now with our navy,
Battle stations, prepare to engage. On.
So we just took
Prepare for war.
France's territory. Go ahead, repair. Repair. Don't have enough money to repair that one. And see, look, we got a -3 there. So this is going to be a problem child for a little bit. But the next stop is we're going to take this one from France. And then what I usually do is I hop on my ship and I can either go all the way up here, take Newfoundland, or I land in Louisiana and I would come up this way with my my troops from the Caribbean. But the fact that I have a second army up here already doing this, I don't necessarily need to do that. I'll probably have them just assist the other way. And yeah, these guys, see, look, we got a army here. So I'm just going to start moving them up the road. This army, for example, might try to take here, and there's not much I can do about it. And I'm getting close to defending it, just not quite.
Still ship shape. Awaiting.
See, now they landed and they're attacking the 13 colonies. So very interesting there. I don't even know where this is. Oh, I see. We're by Iceland. So playing as the Netherlands is very identical in terms of like how you have to take the trade nodes. Everything is very similar. The only difference is you don't have as much land as England, and North America continent doesn't matter much, but the Caribbean does. So you could do a lot in the Caribbean, and then of course you have a presence in India.
Yeah, I'm trying to kill this one though. Yeah, but I killed both of them.
Just getting those farms going.
I was on her twice.
They backed up their army,
I had full equal temple pride.
so I'm going to go ahead and just keep marching.
She would have gotten away.
Yeah, this is the thing I was talking about. We're okay now, after they went on strike. The building is actually damaged, but because I'm already upgrading it, it'll fix itself. We did build another ship, which is always good.
Aye, sir.
Gonna add it to my arsenal. They do have a navy up here, but it's way the bloody over there. I'm gonna try to get out of here. I moved just enough that I couldn't. He might sink that guy.
Ready for action. Aye, aye, sir. Fleet ready. Aye, sir. Officer.
Alright, so how's our trade looking? So look, we're at 15,000 now. Even though the values are lower, we're producing and trading more of them, which is helpful. And it's also helpful that nobody's blockaded. We had a few that were. And right now Sweden, which was blockaded last round, look, that's 3 grand for us. So, very important one. Got a lot of buildings finished. Okay, so let's start homeworld first. I already did some Navy actions. There's actually nothing at all to build. Well, actually, there's a few things up here. We'll do Royal Observatory. I keep forgetting I have plantations to upgrade here. I think we already did all this.
At the ready. Yes, my lord.
That guy, he'll move on his own when I hit end turn, but I'll move him now. I think I forgot to send him out. Where do I want him to go? There. I don't know why all these stars are showing up. That looks like another graphical glitch. I think I did. Nope.
I don't really care. Can you help me with this stupid Vex?
Get my army repairing.
Oh, she doesn't. Though. That's
Get
the
that
issue.
dock repaired. Now I'm ready to end. So, the next thing is, I do get a few turns to fight France usually, but
Withdraw.
Spain's coming soon, and yeah, I'm gonna lose this battle. Hard. I was tempted to show you how the attack works, but it's not even worth it.
Fleet is lost. Infamy.
Yeah, France is being a bully. Oh, there it is. He came in and took my fort. And I guarantee you I lost a lot of revenue from that.
I'm gonna kill you.
I might even be negative on money.
Dude, he hits all of them.
I'm in bigger trouble. I don't even have a troop to kick him out. I should have thought of that. Yeah, I might actually have made a very grave mistake.
Vex has played the most passive lane I've ever seen.
Little too greedy.
Why? Vex is good in lane. Vex is like a Xerath. Like,
So
she's
basically it's saying that my spy
better- she's better than
did a
Xerath.
successful mission there.
Anything else?
He
She doesn't
infiltrated.
know, though. That's
Um,
that was the first
So
mission.
here's my problem. I need a troop. I'll go ahead and produce this guy. Because all I have to do is walk a troop here and it kicks him out of the port. Otherwise, I can't do battle with this guy.
Where to, Captain?
See, look, I can come up to here
Jump to it and look
and he's
behind
just staying in the port.
you. Can't do that. Sir.
He won't come out.
Aye, sir.
And then what he's doing is he's screwing our trade. See, look, all the goods that we produce aren't showing up. And then 3 of the people we trade with we're not even trading with anymore. Because that one port is blockaded. Like the other ones are trading, but this port is also receiving all of our incoming goods. So they're destroying us. We barely got any money. So yeah. It was the right move for them. It's just
Aye, aye, sir. Orders, Captain. Yes, my lord.
I guess I wasn't expecting him to come from the south like that. So yeah, I got to get that troop built. Then next turn I'll kick him out, and his navy is good as done. I don't have to worry about much else. Coming over to this side, things were mostly going according to plan. I think I need to exempt them. Oh, the army has one more turn. And then up here, this guy still has quite a few turns, but he's on his way. Our priority is, we definitely got to take care of Quebec. What they did was they did a sneak around, and they got a big army sitting here in Maine. Nothing I can do about it. I just got to go up and take Quebec first, and then, then I can have access to everything else. It's also interesting because you can only cross here and there. So I have to take Quebec to be able to cross the river at that point. Anyways, I'm going to save some of my money because I'm in a money situation where next round I'm not going to make any money either. Alright, so now this is an interesting one. I am potentially going to lose this. I'm going to fight it.
We shall rule the waves.
The Admiral makes a lot of difference. I don't know how I lost earlier in the game, to be honest with you. I had an awesome Admiral and I still lost. I guess it's just the RNG, right?
Oh wait, I got my turret. I was wondering who got my first turret. Bro, look at my CS.
Okay, so we do have some precarious stuff going on, but some thematic stuff, trade route, ring bayonets finished, workers on strike.
Well, it was.
That
it
should
was the
stop
troop that
now.
was a Sigma male, but-
Okay, so as you can see, we still don't have any money because they totally crippled our trade with what they did. But now that I have this army, I'm going to march, and it's going to kick them out of the port, and then it's going to force a battle, and
The sea
they're going to get
is
clobbered.
ours.
Alright, so I do have to repair the port, and
Ship shape
we
and
should be good to go.
restoration, Captain.
I might need to repair my ships, which I'll do. I'm going to go to this port.
Sail.
It costs 195. Then this guy,
Set sail. Jump to it and look lively.
164. I am going to allow them to get their trade going. Not much I could have left a ship behind, I guess, but it's okay. +1 morale. Finish some farms. Fleet arrived.
Fleet ready. Aye, aye, sir. Orders.
Another fleet arrived.
Aye, sir.
Alright, so we're producing a lot of stuff, but right now it's all cut off. We're still getting some money from our trade routes, trading just basic goods. But once these all come back in, this will shoot back up to the 15 grand range. The fact that our supplies are being destroyed has actually caused the prices to go up a little bit.
He's dead.
It's a cool little market mechanic. Alright. Gonna move the army to here.
Crown and country.
Here you can see he's a little bit upset. We're gonna recruit a guy. I don't think it's gonna matter. We're going to load the army onto the ship.
Swords. March.
Select the whole navy. Unload the army.
On! Prepare for battle.
And just like that,
Dude, I do so
we
much
got ourselves a plantation, a spicy,
stupid.
small spice plantation of our own.
No, I do.
And then this is a nice little
I'm
trade
talking about the Caitlyn.
doohickey. And when you play as the Netherlands, you know, you're right here, like bam, you immediately you build your trade ship and boom, it's gone. You don't even have to worry about the pirates. France, same deal. So they got some nice little close to the box.
I killed her.
Now so do we. And there's a gold mine here too, which I can't underestimate. It does need to be built, but look, it'll add 1,800 to the region. And next round, assuming that I get my trade going again, that's going to be glorious. This is a problem, but the good news is that he has to move slow just like I have to move slow.
No, no.
This is actually going to be a tough battle, but let's see.
Commence siege.
Alright, so it has us winning if I auto-resolve, or I could try to manually do it. Let's auto.
Glorious victory.
No, you're not.
So the only thing that stinks is my army needs to be
What do you think?
healed, and of course that's going to cost me. They want 1,700. I don't have 1,700, but we did take Upper Canada, and it does take a few turns for the unrest to go away, and that'll get us one step closer to Quebec, which is
I'll never let my
for the most part undefended. So this guy's got a conundrum now. Yeah, and this guy's getting better and better, which is all good. And if we come over here,
At the ready.
I'm actually glad he's not taking something over because I don't have the money to repair it. But he will be soon. These guys are pushovers. And watch the famous last words before I lose. But this should be pretty easy to take. It's a little weird because France is these two territories. This is Pueblo nations. And then, of course, if you're ever at war with Spain, they got a spot way out here. And then, of course, Plains nations. And then
Wait, ow.
Huron has these two.
Baron, stop.
Like I said, the cool thing about Spain is this Santo Domingo, which I think is Haiti, and then Cuba are really valuable territories. So, like, if you ever play as Spain, these are the two you want to really invest in. Like, shut off the taxes and get the growth going. There's some, first of all, they produce good resources. They actually produce two. There's tobacco and sugar. And then you have a farm, which helps it to grow. And then over here you got sugar and tobacco. And another tobacco. Right? So there's three sets of goods on there. And there's also, actually this one has a sugar or a coffee. This, by the way, is part of this. So that actually, and then look at this.
Okay.
You got little towns that are growing. So, and there's another town, right? There's another town, so another port. So they're going to have multiple ports, multiple towns. And then if you go to Cuba, there's one there. There.
And the troops.
I know I missed one. I think there's a third one on Cuba. Anyways, it's all really, really good. And then this guy here, Caracas, is it's a megatropolis. It's right along the sea, so you can easily drop off troops and take it. And then once you do, it produces cannons. It produces everything. It even has an admiralty, I think. It's just like London in terms of like the number of things you can build. Then you can just build troops here and use it as a base of operations. And it belongs to Spain.
Metro, I remember
Whereas
you saying
down
that.
here, eventually you get to New Spain. So somehow Spain already acquired everything.
Well, okay. When last time I played it,
So for a while, this was New Spain. And, just like we have the 13 colonies. So Spain did whatever it needed to do to acquire it. But man, oh man. So you get this, you get some ground troops. It takes forever to walk through the jungle. but you can walk from here and just march your armies right up the peninsula into Mexico and then finish all the way up here in New Mexico. And so that could be like one set of armies, and then you got another set here, and then you that's interesting. Florida used to belong to them, but then you would come in through this way. But anyways, we're not at war with Spain yet. Being at war with both France and Spain at the same time can overwhelm you, and it is possible you could lose the game. Not because they're gonna conquer London, but they're gonna, do stupid stuff like, I lost my port and now I don't have any money and I lost all my troops, and usually you just get frustrated and quit. Not because you actually lost, but just because they're setting you back so far, you might as well, it's just not worth it anymore. I'm at almost 1,000 hours in this game. It's one of my top ones, but it's 15 years old too, and I've owned it since day one. I don't have Medieval Total War, although I've played it. I just this one was the one I globbed onto, and like I said, I have the Napoleon Total War. I like this one more because I like the worldwide, whereas Napoleon Total War just focused only on Europe. And they still have trade nodes, but they changed the way it works. They don't work like they do here. The trade nodes there's only one map, a European map, and the trade nodes are just on the edge of the map. Not a big fan of Napoleon Total War, although all the enhancements they made graphically and everything else were really nice. I really wish they came out with the second one of this. Okay, so being at peace with the Barbary States can be helpful because they're no longer going to raid your stuff, and so you won't lose. Oh, excuse me, I'm yawning. You won't lose revenue from them raiding. But when you're at peace with the Barbary States and everybody else is at war with them, it causes them to not like you. So it increases the chances of other people like Spain declaring war on you. So I'm going to say no. And what that did was that bought me more time of just fighting France and only France. Because it takes a long time to take out France. Alright, so we got another gentleman.
I didn't walk that fast.
What happened to my other ones?
I don't walk that fast.
Oh, I guess this guy is not at the school.
Walk that fast.
So what is this guy good at?
Well,
Enlightenment.
With all speed.
I stunned her and then she did nothing.
Alright, there we go.
Aiden just got stunned completely. Then she just died.
And that guy's working on this. Alright. I do need to get that fourth school. I need to get the naval techs going.
I didn't walk that fast.
Alright, I only have 700 money. What's going on now?
I hate her.
Ah,
She can just get out of my range, and I just can't do anything.
I am now receiving the goods, so I won't get the money until next turn. The 13 colonies is blockaded by France because of this nonsense right here. And nothing I can do about that. I don't have the money to repair my army, so I am stuck. And I'm going to move this guy down.
Begin siege.
See, that was an easy siege. And yeah. So I was able to get a cotton plantation, which is good. And the other thing is I need to take Quebec, and then I'll finally have the port that I need. Actually, I might be okay now, because now that I control this, see? Look, I'm not connected to Fort Rupert yet. This territory here is Labrador, which actually belongs to these guys.
Now if Caitlin hits
So I
me
was
once, I'm
trespassing
dead.
on their territory if I cut across like that. So, I don't have a port, but right here is a port. So if I take Quebec,
He just
then I got the port. These troops are weaker, but I'm gonna go for it because he's got it.
None shall be beaten.
He has it
Want her
undefended.
soul. I want her soul.
I don't have the money to repair everything, so we're in a lot of trouble. I need to heal my troops. I need to repair.
Yes,
These guys are angry.
she's dead.
I can't even recruit, but that was the right call because now we have a port in Sealook right here, the trade route going out. So all of these furs and everything I'm making will now go out because I have a land route and a port. Also, I'm putting pressure on this guy here, but I need to make money.
It's time for it.
So that one act that they did definitely ruined my day for several turns. So we got these two. We're gonna
Action stations make ready.
cut off their money,
Do I go LBR or do I go Guardian?
and then we're gonna come over here. I got these guys.
Prepare for action, you scurvy dog.
Yeah. I don't know where else they got a navy. Looks like down here, but we basically got France kicked out of the English Channel. Now, once I actually get money and have it consistently, I can build an army here and we can bring it across and invade Paris. That is definitely doable. It's also riddled with all kinds of problems. This territory is so big. He will have like 4 armies just walking around,
Killer blood.
burning your farms and all that stuff. So he basically does scorched earth. And then you send an army out to go kill this army down here, and then he has 3 armies up here that come and take back France. So you need like 2 armies, one to take France and hold it, and then one to chase everybody else down. It's really annoying. All right.
Why isn't he played ADC?
Oh, that's even more awesome. Austria just took down France's navy. So the only navy France has is the one in the New World.
No. I didn't do it because of his passive. I did it because of his W. Because it was an auto click stun. Well, yeah, and I tried to play him normally, like AP, and he sucks. Because he's bad. No, he's really
All the
bad.
13 colonies has to do is move a troop into that port to kick them out. That's not to say they could still blockade the port, but having them control the port by moving into it like that is that's like what they did to me, and it's brutal.
I'll just take the entire turret.
All right, so
Alright, let's just...
yep, we were expecting that. The strike thing
Come here.
was because I had no money and I was desperate. This is good though to have the military governor barracks
Dead.
because I could
I
make
gotta heal. Give
you
me
know,
a sec. I gotta heal.
a real cannon, and then eventually I can get line infantry once I upgrade this. But I want to get priorities in first. We gotta repair. We gotta get our army healing up, which I know wasn't cheap.
I should play
I have
Titanfall.
things
That would be actually
like our colleges actually get upgraded again to a university.
TF bot would work so well.
That's $4,000 each. You can see all of our trade goods are now up. And then we even have for cotton. So we're producing cotton now. Right here. And now look, we're up to 17 grand. That's excellent. Got some farms that need to... Look at that, they built a fort here. That's the other cool thing. You can build forts in various places, and as long as you have troops there, you can actually prevent people from walking around. It works. It's a little... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I just spent 2,500. Yeah, we'll heal for a little bit. Then down here, we really wanted to get this going. And this. $3.99. This was the next thing I needed to. Let's get another ship going. This one's upgraded, so I can get another ship going. So now I'm building 2. And I do still need it, because if Spain declares war, I got another navy I got to take down. And, yeah, so I'm at 2 hours and 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. 15-year-old game. I'm still having a lot of fun playing this. So, anyways, thanks for watching. As always, stay awesome.